Hello everybody, welcome to today's 30-minute yoga sculpt class. For today's class, what you need is yourself, your mat, your water, and some weights. I mean, you can honestly do this without weights and just move the arms around, move the body around. Totally will still get you moving and get a good workout in. Otherwise, I have 3 sets of weights here just because that's what I have. I like to have a light, a medium, and a heavier. So for me, I have a 3, 5, and an 8. 8 is heavy enough for most of these movements. I'm going to have to use something even lighter than that for some of these movements. That's why I have my other weights. But honestly, if you're at home, I would say 5 is a good average weight for sculpt. Anything lower or above also works too. Cans of vegetables, whatever, just to have the grasp of something in your hands and working a little bit more connected to the muscles. So grab your stuff. We're going to be doing everything today. No specific part of the body except for all of the body. And let's go ahead and get started. When you're ready, meeting me down on your mat, we're actually going to start with the bottoms of the feet together, the knees wide, and seated. So this might be a big place to start. This might already be a ton on the hips, on the spine, on the core, and just be okay with that. If you need to grab onto the fronts of the shins, just to help you sit up a little bit taller through the spine, you're more than welcome to do so. So just meeting me in this seated position, allowing the eyes to close down, and sink as much as you can into this space of the body. It might be really uncomfortable for some of us, but that's kind of sculpt class. We get uncomfortable, and instead of stopping or complaining, we just stay in it and we move through it. And once we get through it, we are so happy we did it. So breathe in, sink down into this seat more. On the exhale, letting out the breath, and open exhale, open mouth exhale is just fine if you need that. Finding whatever a sense of release as you can in this posture. For 2 more breaths. Just getting connected to our physical space before we take off into this class. With this inhale, maybe open the eyes, maybe sit up a little taller, start to draw that belly button towards the spine, and on the exhale, take your fold. This may not be very deep if this is the first forward fold you've taken today, so if you'd like to, shift the hips side to side. Take a second to sink in. For 1 more breath. And then inhale, bring yourself back up into that seat. We're going to take the legs, we're going to open them wide beside us. So as wide of a stance as you can. I'm going to grab one of my 5 or 8 pound weights. I'm going to sit up really tall. I'm going to square over to my right leg. I'm going to set my dumbbell on my right leg. Hands come to the belly to pull it in. And then maybe to the floor as a little bit of support. Take a big breath in, look at that right foot. Exhale, imagine lifting the foot off the floor. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're just imagining and you're creating this force away from the floor, or maybe you actually get the leg off the floor for 3, 2, 1. Set it down, square yourself forwards, take a deep forward fold. That's a lot. Long spine. Inhale, come back up to your seated position. Let's take the dumbbell now onto the left thigh. Look at the left foot, left toes. Take an inhale to sit up tall to brace your belly. Maybe fingers come to the floor. Exhale, see if you can lift that left leg off the ground, or imagine it. Just create the contraction of the muscles for 3, 2, 1. Set it down, square yourself forwards, take a fold. We can do that 1 more time on each leg. If you want to try without the weight to see if you can get that lifted action, that's just fine. If you want a heavier weight, go for it. Inhale, sit up tall through the spine, square yourself towards that right foot, take the weight onto the right thigh, big breath in, sit up tall through the lower back, exhale, see if you can lift that leg off. Staying as straight as you can through the spine. I tipped back a little bit for 3, 2, 1. Set the heel down. We're just going to switch right over to the other side. Weight's going to go on the left thigh. Look at those left toes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lift the leg. Stick the heel away. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. We're going to move the weight. We're going to cross the legs in front of us. Shift our weight, hands into the top of the mat. Step yourself into a tabletop position. I take 2 cat-cows in this position. Inhale, shoulders, tailbone, reach high. Exhale, press away. Round tuck, tailbone. 1 more. Take an inhale to that flat back. On the exhale, you're just going to surrender, release all the way to the floor. You can chaturanga if you'd like to add the strength. Press the tops of the toes down into the ground, press the pelvis down to the ground. We're kind of creating the opposite action to those leg lifts. When you take a breath in, chest will lift, cobra. Or if you're already limber and you've been through your day, you can come to an upward facing dog. Really force the pelvis down into the floor. Take the heels up to the ceiling. Take the thighs off the ground. Press those heels up so much so that the thighs lift off the floor as the pelvis pushes forwards. For 3, 2, 1. Thighs come down, tops of the toes to the floor. Inhale, maybe a fuller upward dog or cobra. Exhale, let's shift back to our downward facing dog. Any movement you need, maybe bend the knee, drop an armpit closer to the floor. That was pretty much our very quick warm-up. Oh, big breath in. Take a full exhale. Then inhale, shift forwards to plank again. Exhale, knees come down on the ground for tabletop. We're going to grab one of our weights, probably our medium to heavy weight, whatever that is for you. I'm taking the weight, I'm notching it behind my right knee, and then squeezing the heel to the glute as a grip on this. Staying in tabletop position, inhale, take that right knee straight back behind you, keeping the pelvis pushing down. We're going to make big circles, 2 in each direction with this knee with the weight in it. So opening up to the outside of the body, traveling the knee as close to the right tricep as you can, under you and back out. Take 1 more in that direction, a big circle wide. Coming back to starting point. Switch the direction. Lift the belly button from the floor. Knee comes towards the nose. Tricep opens out wide to the body as high as you can. Knee travels back. 1 more time. As big of a circle as you can in this space. Back to that starting position. Knee reaching towards the back. Left toes are going to go down to the ground. We're going to find a 3-legged dog with this knee staying, squeezing the weight. Try to square your hips off to the floor first. Lift this knee high. Press away from the ground through the shoulder blades. With an inhale, open up the knee towards the ceiling. Hips over to the right side of the body. The heel's going to travel back towards the left. Keep squeezing the weight. This is difficult, but you can do it. Big breath in. On the exhale, that big circle-like motion. Knee goes out to the right side, then travels towards the right tricep. Bringing it under the body. I'm going to kick my knee out to the left and come to side plank on the right. So that knee stays squeezing the weight towards the body, stays off of the floor, shoulders reach in opposite directions. Big breath in this side plank. Exhale, hand lowers back down to the ground. Inhale, remake that big circle, opening up the hip up to the ceiling. We're going to do that 1 more time. Big breath in. Exhale, squeeze your weight. Inhale, open up knee outside towards the tricep. Under the body, switch to your side plank. Knee squeezes away from the floor. Reverse that motion. Hand goes down. Lift the knee, make your big arch, reach it up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, knee comes towards the nose. Come forwards in your plank. Set the knee down on the ground, middle of the mat. Set the left knee down, matching it in tabletop. Woo, let's take the weight out. Take a cow cat. Lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Tuck underneath you, round the chin. Back to your flat back. First, activate the core. Draw that belly button away from the earth. Take the weight behind the knee. Left knee, left heel squeezes towards glute. Plant through the palms. We're gonna inhale, kick that left knee straight back towards the back of the mat. Tuck the tailbone under, lengthen through the lower vertebra. We make our big 2 circles in each direction. So first, open up the knee high and wide. Bring it towards that left tricep. Under the body, kick it back behind. One more time. Get as much into that hip space as you can. And then switch directions. Knee come towards nose first, then tricep, then out wide. Ooh, one more time. Feel it move. Coming back to that center space, knee reaching back. Press into the hands, right toes on the floor. Lift up, 3-legged dog. Hips square first. That left hip lowers level to the right as the knee pushes up as high as it possibly can. Keeping both palms equally weighted on the floor, start to open up the hips over to the left. Knee travels up to the ceiling. Heel travels behind you to the right side. Feel the stretch and feel the strength. We're gonna do 2 of those core movements with an inhale. Lift the knees high as you can and then out wide to the left side of the body. Travel forwards to more of a plank. Knee maybe chaps the tricep. Travels under the body. Side plank it to the left. Knee stays lifted, squeezing up. Stack the shoulders, reach in opposite directions. Big breath in. Exhale, hand comes to the floor. Inhale, go out the way you came in. Open up wide, reach it up and back. One more time, inhale. Exhale, this is a lot. Squeeze that weight, you've got it. Inhale, open up wide, make your circle. Travel onto their body, side plank. Push those hips up, breath in. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, open up wide. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, knee travels towards the nose. Press away from the floor. Hold for just a second. Then set left knee down. Set right knee down. Holy moly, remove your weight. Set it in front of you. Take a cow cat. Find any movement through the hips or the spine that you need to. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heels heavy, hips shifted high. Press up through the armpits. Wrap softly bent knees to the back of the mat. Full big breath in, look forwards. Exhale, tiptoe to your ragdoll. Feet come towards the top of the mat, hip distance. Hang the head. Bend the knees. We're finding a space to let go for a second. Bend the knees, soften into this fold. You'll want this. Maybe cross the arms. Take one more breath. I'm gonna go with my medium 5 weights for most of the rest of this class. Grab a set of dumbbells, set them in front of the feet. Inhale, find a flat back, press into the thighs, squeeze the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forwards, grab the dumbbells. Inhale to chair pose, arms go overhead with the weights. Sit those hips back, look down, see if you can see the toes, sink a little bit lower. Press through the shoulder blades. Knees the same distance as the heels, never coming to touch here. Big breath in. On my exhale, I'm gonna lift up on my tippy toes, airplane my arms, sink my chest a little bit further forwards. Tippy toes are optional. Drinking birds with the weights. Squeeze up through the shoulder blades, squeeze the pinkies closer together. Big breath in. Exhale, set the heels down, reach the arms back overhead. We're gonna go through that. 4 more times. Big breath in your chair. Exhale, drinking birds, squeeze the weights, lean the chest forwards. Up, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale up, your heels can stay down. Exhale, squeeze. We're going for one more. Inhale, come back to that straight chair. Exhale, set the weights down on the ground. Fold forwards, hang the head. Keeping weights in hands, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, chair. Heavy weight through right foot. Inhale, left knee comes into chest. Exhale, step it back, open up to warrior two. Hands reach front to the back. Hands reach front to back. Palms face upwards. Bend into this front knee. Knife edge of the back foot heavy. Take a big breath in. Exhale, elbows come in at the waist, 90 degrees through the arms. Keep this front knee where it is. We're gonna lift and lower the arms for a 5 count. Wrap the shoulder blades back. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, elbows in. Sink into your warrior. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Reach. Bend. 2 more. Exhale, bend in. Take a breath here. Inhale, reach those arms long. Pulse them up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Crescent lunge. Toes pivot, reach the arms overhead. Face the front of the room. We aren't going to be here for long. Exhale, twist. Right arm goes behind you. Left hand reaches forwards. Just our transition somewhere. I'm going to take this front left hand, reach it forwards. Plant it down on the floor. You can keep the weight in your hand, or you can set it to the side as your palm plants. We're in a big twisted lunge. Feel it out for just a second. Keep this weight reaching, pushing up overhead. Connect your bottom palm to lift that weight higher. Pull the belly button away from the waist, from the thigh. And then we're going to transition. Scooch, step, slide, guide. This right foot back on top of left for side plank. Hips go up. I'm going to reach through this weight with a breath in. Exhale, take the weight, wrap it down underneath the body, reach back behind you. Inhale up. Exhale, reach under the body. Keep the arm long as you go, no bending the elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. 2 more, lift. Reach. Lift. Reach. Lift it up. Exhale, set the weight down, come to plank position. Inhale and plank. Exhale, release to the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths. Get out that first side. Breathe in strength for the second side. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, come to a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hinge, grab your weights. Yes, we're going to take those chairs at the beginning of this one. Inhale, arms overhead chair. Exhale, chest goes forward, squeeze an airplane. Maybe you come onto the tippy toes, maybe not. 4 more. There's 2. Shoulder blades squeeze. 3. 4. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forwards. Hang the head for a breath. Inhale, flat back. It's a reset. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, chair. Exhale, left foot plants heavy. Inhale, right knee into chest. Exhale, open up warrior two, second side. Front knee stacks over ankle. Pull it out towards the pinky. Knife edge of back foot heavy. Stack shoulders over hips, inhale. Exhale, elbows come in tight. 5 count, inhale, reach. Exhale, tight. Reach. Tight. Reach. Tight, last one. Reach. Tight. Inhale, lengthen. Pulse up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in. Pivot to a crescent lunge at the front, hands overhead, on the back toes. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand reaches forwards, left weight reaches back. Spread the weights. Hold for a breath. Exhale, right hand reaches forwards, plants down on the floor. Maybe let go of the weight. Take this twisted lunge first. Shoulder blades are pushing away from each other. Reach the weight away from you. Big breath in. Exhale, pivot, shift this left foot back to side plank. Maybe it slides the whole way, whatever works. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arm goes down, reaches back behind you under the body. 4 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach. There's 2. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, plank. Set the weight down. Release all the way to the floor. Beautiful. Big breath in. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Child's pose. Water, whatever you want to take. We're going to do that one more time. You may not feel like you're moving that much for a Sculpt class, but the slowed down, concentrated movement is so good for your body. And you will feel it, I promise. If you don't already feel it, you will feel it tomorrow. So let's flow through this. 1 breath per movement, both sides through. Feel out this down dog, connect with the fingers, connect with the toes. Big breath in. Empty out, push the shoulders farther from the floor. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step, hop, float, however you want to get to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, find your weights. Inhale into your chair. Exhale, drinking bird, tippy toes, squeeze those elbows. For a total of 5, that was 1, inhale up. Exhale, tip and squeeze. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale to your chair. Exhale, fold. Quick rest. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, chair. Lift left knee into chest. Exhale, step back. Warrior 2, elbows in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows in. Total of 5, reach. And in, 2. 3. 4. 5, reach. Pulse, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lunge, hands up. Exhale, twist, left hand forwards. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, set the hand and weight on the floor. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, reach under the body. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach, long arm. Lift. Reach. 2 more, lift. Twist under. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, set it down, release to the floor. Upward dog. Downward dog. 1 breath in. Let it go. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step to your fold or hop or however. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hinge down. Grab your weights. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird. 4 more, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, weights down, fold. Flat back, fold. Chair pose, left foot heavy, right knee into chest. Exhale, warrior 2, elbows in. Let's go, inhale, reach. Together. Reach, bend the knee, come down. That's 2. 3, 4, 5. Reach and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crescent lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, twist and reach. 4 more. Two more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, set the weight down, release to the floor. Inhale, upward dog cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Big breath in. Let it go. You're welcome to grab some water and rest. You're welcome to pause and do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 more rounds of that. Now that you know the movements, or you're welcome to move on with me. We're gonna do 1, possibly 2 more strength exercises, and then we're gonna cool down. So you choose. Wherever you're at, either pause and keep flowing, or if you're with me, set the knees down in tabletop position. We are going to take one of your weights, bring it back behind the right knee. Doing a little bit more leg work in this Sculpt class. Hands come down to the floor, toes ground. We're gonna lift that knee to a 3-legged dog. Now we're gonna walk the hands back towards that back left leg, keeping this knee reaching up as high as we can while the hips are square. So take that outside hip, right hip, rotate it down towards the floor, lift the knee up higher. With an inhale, lift, arc the spine, look forwards. Exhale, round the spine, press away from the floor, maybe with blocks if you need them. Knee comes towards nose. 4 more, lift, arc, look forwards, lift the knee as high as you can. Exhale, belly button to spine, round knee towards nose. 3 more. Last one. Inhale, knee goes up. Walk those hands back to down dog. Take left forearm, take right forearm to the floor. Keep the knee up. We're just gonna hold this for 3, 2, 1. Come back to the hands. Set both knees down on the floor. Tabletop position. Woo. Take a breath. Let's take the weight. Switch it over to the left knee. Stack your tabletop, squeeze your left heel towards the glute. Take a big breath in to pull the pelvis and the ribs together. Pull in that belly button. Then toes ground. Lift that left knee up. Drop that right hip or left hip a little bit. Keep the knee up. Walk the hands backwards. Standing split, standing knee as bent as you need. Fingertips or blocks or palms on the ground. Take that left hip, maybe manually with your hand, rotate the left hip closer to the floor. Take an inhale, look forwards, arc the spine as much as you can, lift the knee up. Exhale, knee towards nose. I can't talk while I do this, guys. Holy moly. Inhale, lift, look forwards. Exhale, tuck, knee towards nose. 3 more. Move from a connected core. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, lift the knee. Walk the hands out to down dog. Right elbow down. Left elbow down. Preferably arms on 12 o'clock. Lift the knee. Push up through the shoulder blades. For 3, 2, 1. Come back to hands. Set the knees down, tabletop. Remove the weight. Take a breath in. Open the knees wide, toes together. Exhale, sit into a child's pose. Big breaths here. Allow the hips to sink towards the heels. Just notice how that made the body feel. Whatever that answer is. Awesome. It made me tired. Made me strong. Made me nervous. Made me excited. Oh, whatever it was. Awesome. One more breath in this child's pose. And we're gonna lift back up to tabletop position, crossing at the ankles, sitting ourselves back into either cross-legged if you like, or taking left leg under, right knee stacks on top in a cow face pose. So get the hips equally weighted on the floor. Cross-legged's just fine. Scooch the heels away from you. Get those knees stacked. And sit up tall. Maybe gently push the knees towards the floor. Maybe stay here, maybe fold forwards. If you want to add the upper body portion, we're going to take right legs on top. So the left arm's going to go up. Back of the hand to the middle of the back. Maybe right hand binds behind you, or maybe right hand just comes to that left elbow and presses. Shoulders behind you, you might stay here. You might start to fold forwards from this space, leading preferably with the heart versus the head. Reaching that heart towards the knees, long through the spine. This is like a full body, everything stretch after working literally everything. Big inhale. Find your surrender on the exhale. Keeping that spine long. Bring yourself up. Unwind the arms first. Maybe roll them out. Then unwind the legs. Right leg goes up. Shake them out, or windshield wiper. And let's switch sides. Right knee's on bottom, left knee's on top. Maybe you just take the cross leg, that's just fine. Or knees stack, equal weight through the hip space, then push those heels a little bit away from you. Sit up tall. Feel this out first for a breath or two. Feel the hips start to loosen maybe. Then right arm is gonna reach up. Palm to the middle of the back. Maybe left hand binds underneath you to the fingertips, or maybe left hand comes to right elbow as you push it down, more to midline and back behind you. Step tall. On an exhale, maybe from the hip space, the hip crease, start to fold forwards. With that long spine, lower back, middle back, between the shoulders, back of the neck, one straight long line as you take this fold. Push the shoulders, push the arms to the ceiling. Feel all the different places to breathe into. For 2 more big breaths. Stay in it. Your next inhale, coming back to center. Unwind the arms. Unwind the legs. Windshield wiper the legs. Then bottoms of the feet plant as wide as the mat. Roll back onto the spine. Let the knees knock together. Let the arms open up wide. Let the palms face forwards, face upwards. You're welcome to add on a twist to the end of this class if you would like to. My spine is super happy right where it is right now, so I'm going to start to surrender into what my Savasana looks like today. Please further your practice if you'd like to, further your cool down, or join me here. This is where I will be leaving you for today's wonderful Sculpt class in my body, hopefully in some of yours as well. We're all so different. I invite you to a meditation, to a few big breaths to yourself here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste.